Shalom Yashala, it's your boy Seven Power. In this video I'm going to talk to you all proving that the so-called Negroes of today, which are the Jews, which are the Israelites, dwelt in Asia. Let's prove all things like the scripture says. Here's a website explaining about the Negritos. Right, here's the website. Negritos mean little black people. It is what the Spanish called the short black people they saw in Southeast Asia. The men were barely over 5 feet. The women shorter still. They looked like black people from Africa. Woolly hair, dark brown skin, flat noses, thick lips. Okay. Let's see. They live in Philippines, Malaysia, Thailand, and Andaman Islands to the west. It says here the Chinese knew about them. One appearance as the hero in the book Kunlun knew. Even the Chinese philosopher Lao Tzu was said to be black in complexion. Some of the ancient Buddhas of Thailand look black too. See that? It says here the big mystery about Negritos is when and how they got to Southeast Asia. It says, I'm going to jump down to right here. Southeast Asia was mainly Negrito 5,000 years ago. Let me read that again. Southeast Asia was mainly Negrito 5,000 years ago, but now only pockets of them are left here and there, like the American Indians in North America. It's a curse that the Most High put on us, that these other nations shall arise above us.
Would you be surprised to learn that Japanese culture and religion could have been deeply influenced by Jews from ancient Israel?
I'm standing here high atop Kurama Mountain in Kyoto Prefecture. Down below, the villagers at Kurama are preparing for their annual fire festival. Now they practice this festival every year. It's believed that this festival has been celebrated since the 1200s, when they would light signal fires to escort evil spirits to hell. I believe this festival resembles the holiday of Rosh Hodesh that was celebrated in ancient Israel. And Rosh Hodesh was a holiday that would mark the arrival of the new moon. Every year they would watch the sky and light a signal fire when they first saw the new moon. And then fires would be lit all across the mountain towns in Israel, and a great celebration would take place.
Poisonous, slap all y'all niggas for coming in my face.
That night, I dreamt of a blind swordsman.
Poisonous paragraph, smash your phonograph in half. It reads the Inspector Jack on the warpath. First class, leaving mics with a cast. Causing ruckus like the aftermath when guns blast. Run fast, here comes the verbal assaulter. Rhymes running wild like a child of the water. I score from the inner slums of Raw.
He knows my every move, yet he cannot see. As my mind fights to make sense of the impossible, he has turned my sight into a liability. He has no just cause to want my life. There is no forethought, no logic in his actions. This isn't just any swordsman. This is the blind nigga samurai.
What's good, nigga? What's really good?
Portion of Jacob is not like them, for he is the former of all things, and Israel is the rod of his inheritance. The Lord of hosts is his name. We are the real kings and queens. We are the samurais and the ninjas. Okay? The portion of Jacob is not like them, for he is the former of all things. ye are gods. The Israelites are gods. Christ also said, you are gods, because Jacob is the former of all things. Here's the New International Version. It says, he who is the portion of Jacob is not like these, meaning it's not like these other nations, for he is the maker of all things. So you Israelites, I'm trying to get you to understand that you are more than what Esau, the so-called white people, put in your minds. You are a mighty nation. You were ruling China. You were ruling parts of Asia, which I'm going to get down to. But I want to bring the word out so you can get an understanding of where I'm coming from and get an understanding of how special you are. I got this website here, ClydeWintersTripod.com, proving that the Negroes dwelt in China, which are the Israelites. It says here the names for the blacks in China. The blacks of China were known in the historical literature by many names, including Negro, Australoid, Oceanian, etc. by the Europeans. I jump down to this sentence here. It says the original black population that lived in China was the Negritos and Australoid groups. So this first sentence that I read right here says that the blacks of China were known by many names, including Negro, and down here it says the original black population that lived in China was the Negritos. So this is saying that the names that they called these black people in China were known as Negroes or Negritos. And I'm going to prove to you that the Negroes or Negritos, which are the same things, the Negroes are the biblical Israelites.
Here's a picture of an authentic slave sign, a posting of slaves being sold. What does it read? To be sold. A cargo of 94 prime, healthy Negroes. You know what that also proves, brothers and sisters? That even our slave master knew that we weren't Africans. What is the proof on that sign? That he called us Negroes. Let's go into the Bible dictionary and get the definition of the word or the name Ham. And it's going to prove to you that the Caucasian man, the slave master, knew that we weren't African people. Read.
The youngest son of Noah.
This is the definition of Ham. Go ahead.
Born probably about 96 years before the flood.
So Ham was the youngest son of Noah, born 96 years before the flood. Go ahead.
And one of 8 persons to live through the flood. And became the progenitor of the dark races.
It says he became the progenitor of what? The dark races. Are we not a dark race, brothers and sisters? Yes, we are. But read on.
Not the Negro.
Not the who?
Not the Negro.
But then it came and made a separation and said this dark nation called Negroes is an exception. They didn't come from Ham. Go ahead.
But the Egyptian.
But the Egyptians. We all know the Egyptians are African people. Go ahead.
Ethiopian.
The Ethiopians, we all know are African people. Read on.
Libyan.
Libyans, which are the North Africans, came out of Ham, but not the Negroes. Go ahead.
And Canaanite.
And Canaanites, which are the South Africans. But it said what? Not the Negroes.
It says the first inhabitants of China seem also to have been the Negritos, unmixed Negroes with no connection with Africa, still live in southern China. Is an incredible point presented by J.A. Rogers in his book Sex and Race Volume 1. Chinese folklore speaks often of these Negroes and mentions an empress of China named Li, consort of their emperor Xiao Wen, who is spoken of as being a Negro. Professor Cheng Xing Lang revealed in an article entitled The Importation of Negro Slaves to China under the Tang Dynasty, AD 618 to 907. Even the sacred Manchu dynasty shows the Negro strain. The lower part of the face of the Emperor Puyi of Manchukuo, direct descendant of Manchu rulers of China, is most distinctly Negroid. Chinese chronicles report that a Negro empire existed in south of China at the dawn of that country's history. Here's another website. In the same region, previous groups of Negro, Australoids, Indo-Negroes, and African Negroids settled a vast area from Melanesia all the way to Korea.